What's good, everybody? It's your boy Six Deuce, co-host right here at SR Broadcast. Signed to Spill Records, music artist. Y'all know the deal. Shout out to all the co-hosts. Usually, shout out to all our partnerships. I want to say shout out Cali Hood Media, Pothead Productions, Spill Records, SR Broadcast, One and Ground TV, all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to co-host myself, Trips ODG, Rome, Clumsy, Flacco, PTR, Dreamer BGS, David Pistol. Shout out to everybody. We're here today for part two live interview. Make sure you check out that part one with 830 Smokey HD. Make sure y'all tap the fuck in and see what's up. All love, all respect. So let me go ahead real quick right here, right here. I'm gonna get started with some questions because you guys don't know this one's gonna be straight to the point because again it's a part two. We catching up. We just uh going through what we missed. If you guys want to hear more about him, there's questions you guys want to ask out. HCB Chemistry, official Los in the building, all that. You guys just ask away, because the thing is when y'all are in here as guests, unless you guys are trolling and saying some way out the stuff to disrespect the guests, you guys have all freedom to be like, hey, bro, like we didn't get to ask Sonky HD this. Hey, we didn't get to ask him that. Well, we here, we back. Y'all feel like y'all missed something. Y'all feel like this is what y'all want to do. Well, hey, this is the spot to go do it, right? Again, shout out to the people that show love to us and support us. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with these questions real quick. Right here, I'm just getting it started. But so we can start off, go ahead and just tell the people where you're from. I just had to give them an explanation on what kind of interview this is. So yeah, just again for the people that maybe don't know or do know. Damn, sorry. Shout Turk. Just go ahead and tell people about yourself and where you come from, my boy, if you can.
From Dallas, Texas, my town. You feel me? Uh, Nothing much. Just a little town. That's it. Nothing much.
Now, yeah, well, for the people that aren't familiar, I know you probably feel like you don't got much to tell the people, but if you could, as best as possible, try to elaborate them and give them an idea about your little town. I mean, because I feel what you mean. Because like Texas is very big. I got family that was right there in Lufkin, which is like a small town too. It ain't nothing huge, it ain't nothing big like that too. So like I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Texas at least for the most part in that end. But for the people that aren't, man, just give them a little refresher, give them a little insight on how it is growing up where you grew up.
Shit. To be honest, it's not even that bad like it used to be. Like, Dallas, like, top. I'm not gonna say it's dangerous, but like, it's dangerous. Yeah, top 10 most crime town in Texas. Uh,
Yeah.
but like, but like nothing much. Like, just a small amount of people. People know each other. You know, you know somebody, they gonna holler at you, and that's it. Basically, like it's just a small town. Everybody knows each other. Feel me?
I feel that. I feel that because that's kind of the vibes where I'm at right now. But I feel like that's a vibe in most small towns. Like for real. Like when I mean, if y'all gonna date in small towns, don't do it, dog. Promise you, everybody knows somebody with somebody, uncle, auntie, daddy, sister. Yeah, bro. Promise you, bro. So because I was up in Texas, like I said, I didn't get locked up in no prison system because the whole goal stay out of jail anyway. We already know that much. Um, but what had happened was I got caught up for some little weed, some bullshit. I tell this same old story. People know already. For the people that know me. So Texas is illegal, and they're all fucking. I get it, dog. But yeah, so point when I went out there and not even just the dating, all that food, everybody knows everybody, y'all. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So just as far as you having to deal with all that, what would you say was your most difficult part of having to grow up in a small town like that?
See, that's the thing. Like, I didn't grow up my whole life here. I grew up sometime in Cali, in Mexico.
Okay? So let's
You
talk
feel
about
me?
that. Like that's what I mean. So let's talk about where you came from. So you said you grew up a little bit in Mexico and in California. Where at?
Yeah, I grew up. I was born in Mexico, Veracruz. My mom, single mom, just me and her. She we came, somebody crossed us and everything, and I came to Cali, which was in fuck, what was the town called? Shit, fuck,
It's
it's
all
around
good if you
Orange County.
don't remember. Well, it's around Orange
It's
County.
somewhere
Shout out
around.
Orange County.
Yeah,
I want to say shout
yeah.
out to again Terps in here, D Towers up in here. It said D Tower said for 100K, would you whoop the Island Boys? You know what I'm saying? Smokey HD, you know what I'm saying? Let them know you whooping them for 100K. He said, "Shall I do
Fuck.
that shit for free, God." Man, what y'all think? Who y'all got your money on? The Island Boys or Smokey HD? I got 200 on Smokey HD right now. Let me know. Let me know. Angel Sen or Son, I don't know how it's pronounced, but shout out to you. And I'm not gonna read that because I don't know if they're trolling, but shout out to y'all. I don't want to read that. And see here, I'm not against nobody's uh uh diddle preference. I call it that because man, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh. But point is that yeah, me personally, as long as it's appropriate and away from me and not with no underage kids, and you guys are minding your business, you guys can go be colorful wherever you please. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna read that on here, because I'm a God fearing man with all due respect, and don't nobody want to make this religious because I'm not. I just believe in God. But let's not get off subject here. Madeline Noah, shout out to Madeline Noah. Okay, so. Actually, if I see the profile, I actually think it is Southern Angel on Instagram. I think that's who that is. But let me get to these questions, bro. I want to look because I have some real questions written down for you this time. Not that I did it the first time, mind you, I was growing and progressing as you guys first started fucking with me. Now I'm still like trying to get better, have better questions, have better conversations. Okay, so my questions for you. My first one I got on the list because I had 10 of them. What inspired you to start rapping at age 9?
Shit, to be honest, just family. Wow. Especially, rest in peace, my brother. Long live him. My big brother and my big sister. But sadly, she wasn't born yet. She was born, but she died in the hospital. So, but she could have been 25 years old today. So,
Salute
you
to
know,
her. And we got Cali Hood Media in the building too. Shout out to him over here showing his love. But yeah, man, salute to your brother and salute to your sister. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, long live them. My deepest condolences and apologies for the stuff you had to endure and experience with that. But that's a valid answer, right? You can't get no more valid than that. The influence from your loved ones. So I want to say my second question for you is how does your Mexican heritage influence your music?
what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
So like how would you say your culture, your family's culture, where you come from in general, like influences your music? Like how would you say that does that have any influence on your music? Like, do you feel like your style just comes from the music you listen to, the people you're influenced by, or do you feel like you have certain influence? Because I know you said I'm making about that, whether you were born in Mexico or not. Salute to all my peoples. But like, would you say you carry an influence from back home still, or that little swagger to you, or like what? Like, how would you say?
Yeah, I say like I got it from the family. Not gonna lie, like back in Mexico. But like, yeah, I got it from them because like my first language is and like Spanish. So like, you know, I gotta use more Spanish than English. You feel me? But
So
like,
how,
yeah, I
how
think
So I
you said
want to
what?
say, how was that for you? Before I have you answer that question, I want to say, what's up, Frank Cali Hill Media? Make sure I go follow, like, comment, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube to the boy. You go ahead and say what's up. Introduce yourself to the people. If there's any new people, the other people you guys already know who Frank is. But go ahead, man. Frank wanted to go ahead and let you show some love for asking my next question.
Yeah, I just wanted to tap in real quick and just show some love. I was driving, so I just wanted to show some love to you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, no, Kelly Familia. I was about to come into the store real quick, but I wanted to make sure I tapped in and show some support to you, your channel, you know what I mean? All the artists that are up and coming, you feel me? Yeah, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want to say, much love to you, Frank. Much love to everybody. Much love to Smokey HD. Make sure you go run it up for him too. And that's what we're here for. You guys go show that support. Um, Last time we spoke, and I want you guys to really, really support and check out these other interviews. This is part two. We have part one. Um, how was it for you? I don't really think we asked that or got to know that in part one, but you said your first language is Spanish, bro. Like, how was that for you, and how hard was it for you adjusting? Because you say it was your first language, like, did it give you difficulty growing up, or do you feel like you came out here early on enough, like it was English was way easier to learn, or how was that for you?
Shit, it was pretty hard because like at school, like all
Yeah,
through third grade, I was in Spanish class until they moved me to
come on.
English and try to teach me, and it was hard as fuck. Like at first it was hard, but like I'm still like at this point I'm still learning. So like you feel me? Like people like, oh, do you know English a lot? I'm like, nah, I don't know that much. Like people like, oh, you look white though. Like bitch, I'm Mexican. Like come on
Hey,
now.
don't even worry, my boy. Don't even worry. Well, I look Mexican. There, everybody's mad. Like, you don't speak Spanish. Like, hey, my bad, bro. Santas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but I feel that though, fool. Like, I actually I feel that on the level as if you feel that as like who's trying to say, you look Caucasian, but you straight from Mexico. I want to say that pretty much right now the conversation we're having, even like I'm not trying to make it seem like how can I say, you don't understand, because obviously you can speak and carry on a conversation, but you would even say now, like to this day, you struggle with fully learning the English language. Which the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I don't know if you know what's been going on for years, but especially right now, uh people just think that because our people are born in Mexico, like we're slow or something, like we're not, smart. So like, if you want to explain to people, like, what's your biggest struggle with that till this day?
Shit, like see, like right now I don't know what you mean by that, but like yeah, I don't know what that means. Like to be honest with you, I don't know what that means.
Okay, so like, what do you like? Do you feel like with it has to do with the transition, not just learning to speak English? Because mind you, I'm just bringing up your background. Because okay, right now I'm sure it's everywhere. They're trying to deport everybody. They've been trying to, people that don't like our people and people's eyes. Oh, everybody from Mexico are criminals allegedly. Oh, we're this, we're that. See, I'm not born from out there, but I'm Mexican. I just want to say that, like, what's your biggest struggle to this day with all that? Not just speaking the language, just all around. Like, give us your perspective on how you feels dealing with that shit growing up.
Shit, I was made fun of because I was like, I'm not finna say all white people, but like I was like mostly with white people and like black people at school because I came
Okay.
from Mexico to over here, and
Yeah.
when I moved to Cali for a little bit, there was not many Mexicans like in that town. There was like
Uh huh.
mostly like white people. So like they would make fun of me because like I'll be Mexican and they were like making fun of me and shit. And
Yeah.
and me as a little kid, like I'll cry to my mom, you know.
Well, yeah, bro, it's
But
a lot. It's a lot, especially when you're coming out here fresh, dog. It's not easy coming from a fresh start. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and like right now about the immigration type of shit, uh, they already got most of my cousins because most of my cousins were Mexican from over there, and they came over
Yeah.
here. And but since they came from, most of them got like, then most of them went to juvie, right? Juvie, jail, all that shit. They took
Yeah. Yeah.
most of my
Yeah.
family back to Mexico, so I lost half of my family because of that shit. And recently, what's it called? One of my homeboys, his mom got deported. You know, his mom got deported right in front of him, and he's here alone. Like he's chilling. He comes to my house a little bit, chills, comes. But yeah, he's here alone. But yeah, pretty hard. I got a
Now,
lot.
I, I want to say real quick, shout Thug City Media, sip with us, all that, everybody that showed us love. But the reason why I asked this local is because, like, okay, not everybody is understanding. Like, I get people's standpoint of view, and I don't want to get totally off track because I do got more questions. It's very important, and the reason why I'm not necessarily targeting this conversation now is because see, you're a lot younger, my boy. You know what I'm saying? No matter the age, it is difficult. So, like, to hear that you're losing your family, you lost your family, and I want to put this out there. I already know that ignorant people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you heard him. He said his family went to jail." Okay, a lot of us did. If you really look at the statistics, Americans commit more crimes than foreign, what you like to call them, right? Let's really be real. Um, but that's why I wanted to ask that, bro, because see, I don't know what that's like to fear for my life. Like I do know what it's like, sadly, but then again, by my choices being in California, I don't even fear for my life. Like people like police. Let's be real. I don't care how big and bad you are. The biggest issue right now in anywhere is police officers. Crooked government. And to me, I always told my brother, I told myself, like growing up in the streets, like we think we got it hard or whatever, and there's people that really got it hard. You know what I'm saying? We create half of our problems. Let's be honest. So for people like yourself, whether you guys win or didn't, we're all young. So I don't think nobody it can be quick to say, whether your cousin went to juvie or not or whatever, send them straight back. Like, I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's the point, because sadly, like specifically in Texas and everywhere, but I see it a lot in Texas. You'll see freaking chomos, weirdos, pedos get 2-3 months probation, get out. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that. Like, oh, what? You touched a little kid? Okay, here's 2 months in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying now people don't have consequences, or I'm not saying that people don't know what they're doing. And yes, there's laws, there's this, there's that, but there's also where I feel like people don't see what you gotta go through. The fear that you guys have to go through, knowing that, hey, fuck, my family could all be gone. Fuck, my whole life could change tomorrow again. And we already had a struggle to be here and get here. And you said your mom was single, working on her own, doing her thing, handling business, bro. Like that's not easy, bro. Especially at your age. You're a lot younger. Once again, so I just respect the fact that you're not letting it take a toll on you. See me, I may not know or how you handle it, but I really hope that you do your best to keep your head high and know that, hey, I apologize the way this world is. Sadly, the what we got to do right now. But how does that affect you in Texas? Because I know in Texas, shout out Texas, but we all know how they are down there. So like, what's your biggest problems you deal facing that, and then we'll move on with the other questions because I don't want to make this not necessarily bad like that, but again, the real ones are gonna know I'm asking just to genuinely give people an insight of what you go through, and then the ignorant folks are gonna think I'm just trying to get content. So I'll move past it after that. This question, but like, what's the worst thing you dealt with down there in Texas specifically?
To be honest with you, accusing a lot, accusing. I just
You know
got
what I mean?
accused. Oh yeah, I got accused by capital murder and possession of marijuana. I was facing 20 plus years.
That's wild. That's wild.
But
And you want you if you can, and then without if not respect you don't like. So how did you unfortunately find yourself in that accidental situation? How do you feel like it had to do part with you being Mexican and what the terms are undocumented in their eyes? You know what I'm saying? Me personally feel like the government's BS and we're all just a number to them anyhow. So papers don't really matter, do they? But what I'm saying as a person, as a human being, like they don't see that, but I'm guessing they were making that a factor into why maybe they blamed you. Do you think that? Do you feel like that's why they targeted you?
that's one of the reasons. Like yeah, cause this cop, he didn't look. I'm not finna say, cause I don't want to be involved with the government, cause I'm not finna go do this shit. But
Nah, he's like, go through this. Like, nah, bro, you good, man. You good. Go
but
ahead
like
without having to put yourself in that predicament, my boy.
yeah,
Go ahead. You don't want to express how you feel about that.
or you know, I was just chilling. You can like, my mom was there with me, everything. Like, you know, we was just chilling, and I told her, "Oh, I'm finna go with a couple of homies." And I went, and I was waiting for mom to pick me up. She left me in the alleyway. Like, there's an alley, there's a store in the alleyway.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
alleyway, like out of nowhere, there was a shooting. So you know, like me, I hid, like I could duck down and everything. And
yeah.
whenever I heard the car, like run away, like drive away, uh, I got up and I went to go check on the car. And I looked around. I didn't see the dead body, nothing. Nah, nah, nah. But I saw the
He's like,
car. Like,
everybody
so I
dead. I
know.
don't know nothing about nothing. That ain't like, hey, we don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
know. Like, yeah, yeah, cause I'm not like, you know, but and they saw the cameras, like the security cameras.
you see, you
They
were
checked
right
it.
there.
Yeah, I was there. Like I popped up, and they were like, oh, they located me. They didn't barge my house, but like they knocked first, and my mom was like confused because you know she's Mexican, she's home alone right now because my dad is, you know, truck driving. He works, you know, and
Mhm.
like she was home alone and she opened it and she was like, is your son here or whatever? I came downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck? What y'all doing here? And
Yeah, like what did I do?
you know,
Type shit. What?
yeah, I'm not gonna make it long, but like they just accused me of
Oh,
like,
you
yeah,
bro,
I
you
had to
got
make
you got all day. You got all day.
nah, like I'm not trying to make it too long, you know, but yeah, I had a marijuana on me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but it wasn't for me. I was gonna not sell it. It wasn't even like it wasn't on me. It was on piece. It was just a piece like that big. Cause like they just
Yeah.
accused me, and there was like okay, and apparently in the car there was 5 people, and they said I killed all 5 because I popped
What?
in the camera. Like I'm like, how you finna tell me I killed all 5, even though I was just waiting for my mom to pick me up.
Yeah.
Like
You had proof
if
of that, huh?
I did, if I did, I didn't have a car to drive away. Why would I be there in the scene if the cops would come? Like that's stupid.
Well,
Like
well, let's put it like this, because I don't want to get you in trouble, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on nothing. I feel like that covers enough. You know what I'm saying? And you good. I don't want to think I'm cutting you off. I'm saying it
yeah,
more how to protect you. That I feel that in lesser words, they try to frame you for something you didn't do, wrong place, wrong time, type shit.
hell yeah.
That's the best
But
way I could put it because hey, the homie Smokey HD's innocent, my boy. Palabra. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Don't even trip. That's the best way I could put it because I would hate, I could see. I'm gonna give him his little clout where we're not haters world. We're not trying to incriminate homies over here. We're not trying to talk about who shot who and da 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 da. Because even that is what happened or it didn't happen. We know you didn't do it, and we know you're not speaking about it in that way because I'm the one that asked, hey, unfortunately, why did you get yourself in that position? And it seems like it was a simple case of wrong place, wrong time, and they thought it was you, and that was it, and it wasn't you. Shout Pomona Califas. Type shit. That's the best way I could put it, and that's unfortunate. So let's move on to the next questions, you know what I'm saying? That happens to a lot of people. But
yeah.
just let's talk about who is your biggest musical influence?
Like what you mean? Like who inspired me? Like who inspired? Like what do you mean?
Yeah, what's your biggest influence in music? Like it could be anything in general. Like what's your big it could be multiple people, it could be rappers, it could be your familia. Like what would you say is some of your top influences for all this?
I'll probably say. I think you heard his name. I think you know him. You interviewed him once. You know Leo Too Slick with it.
Shout out to Madeline Noah, also known as Southern Angel. She says, shout King Lil G, and again, Pomona Khalifas, again, up in here, shout out to you. But yeah, I do know Leo Too Slicker. Y'all check out his live interview. Much love and respect to him and y'all whole team working together, getting things done. But yeah, boss, so he told me a little bit how he knows you. So explain to me how he became one of your biggest influences in this.
Well, with him and one of his homies inspired me. Him, cause he said from the beginning to now, he says my music is good. And I think you heard his name, 760 Creeper. You know his homie.
Shout to Creeper. I don't know. I mean, but we interview so many people, and I hate to say it, but with all the similar numbers, and you know what I'm saying. I believe I could be wrong. I think we either interviewed him already or we're going to.
I think I'm going to. I think yeah. But yeah, I saw one of his music, and I'm like, cause at that time I just gave up on music. Like I was like, fuck music. But I saw his music. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it again. I did it. I uploaded it on SoundCloud. He hit me up, and then it just all it just all started from there. You know, all cause of Creeper. I'm here now. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know what the fuck I would be doing. You know? But yeah, shout out to Creeper. Shout out to Leo to Slick with it.
Shout out to them, bro. For real. 1 second, please. But yeah, boss, let's go ahead and get with these next questions. So what's the message behind your name, A30 Smokey HD? And give us a little story how that you got that name. And before you answer, I'm sorry. A lot of people hear me ask that same question. I told you guys there's gonna be a few routine questions that we always ask every artist because these are vital questions that every response from every artist is important. And these are one of those questions. So again, not to start to interrupt that, but what's the message behind your name and how you got it?
To be honest, I just got it because at a young age, I'm not gonna say what age because I'm not finna, you know, I don't know who the fuck, I'm not finna say it, you know, but whatever. It's because
Yeah, you,
my
you, you
cousin,
got to give details that'll get you in trouble, my boy. I want you to keep it as professional, as low key as possible, because we're not here for that. And out of just my standards, I would never want that for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But only reason I got that name is because like my one of my cousins had it before me, but his would like be smoke, no like smoky. But they were like, nah, he's still alive. He's locked up right now, so for him and him.
Got your primo, for
But they
your
told me,
primo.
yeah, and he made music, but he didn't upload and everything. Like he just freestyled, so that's where I got it from. But like, 'cause they said me and him look exactly the same, but like, but only reason they got me that name because I would smoke a lot. I don't know why. Like, that's just weird. I'm like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't like to say it because like it's just weird. Feel me? Yeah. But
So in lesser words, you felt like my bad was muted. The influence came from your primo and kind of how you grew up in a way. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyle. You know, you like to blaze it. You know what I'm saying? All that. Anything. Hey, we could talk about that because even though I know you in Texas, my boy, all they know we could be talking about 50 years ago because as far as right now, my boy's clean. He don't smoke bud, none of that. He don't do none of that. He don't do none of that. For all the police out there tripping on the boy, he don't do none of that. He's staying out the way. But
nah,
I want to say that my next question for you pertains to school and your career. How do you balance school with your music? Like, how do you balance the two? Because I know you're still what? If I don't want to get it wrong, don't be mad at me for this. But if I'm correct, you're about like 15, 16 years old, right? Or am I tripping?
yeah, 15.
Okay, so how does your music career and your school life collide? Like, how do you work with all that?
To be honest, I do both. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not like the other like rappers be like, oh, I dropped out. Like, nah. Like I actually try at school. I'm actually making good grades. You know, I do
Hell
both
yeah.
at the same time.
Proud of you, my boy.
I do both at the same time. You know, like it's not hard. Like people think it's hard, but like it's really not. Just gotta keep both at the same time.
Nah, I highly respect you for that, my boy. Actually, you know what, dog? That earned you a new respect for me, dog. Because what fools don't realize, like, okay, I'm a fan of saying, see, I ain't got no excuses, right? Reason why I say that, because I know people that still made it happen. I was just being ignorant about it. So without going too far deep into me and trailing off from what we actually here for, I was in and out, and I'm gonna say not necessarily by choice, but I'll say responsibly by choice because I could have just sat there, dealt with it, and got independent living and stuck it out. But I didn't. I wanted to run away. I wanted to do whatever. But I was in foster care. All that. Everybody knows that part of my life. But then it ended with me back and forth from juvie placement. See how they just didn't send me to camp. I didn't have to go to camp because that's just not where they sent me. The judge felt like every time that he just felt bad for me, thought I was just a bad foster kid. They kept sending me to placement, right? So I've used all that time and I get older and can sit here and be like, oh, I blame, but it's not, bro. There's not. Like, do it. It's worth it. School. I don't care what nobody says, bro, because here's this. I'm not saying believe everything in school. Get your own knowledge, be smart enough, know what to question, what to learn, and get your own knowledge and venture out. But get that degree regardless, because it's not about you only. It's about the fact that it affects the way you're going to be able to operate in life. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you for being one of those fools like, hey, it don't matter if I'm blowing up or not. I'm going to graduate because, homie, straight up, fool, that's cool. I don't care what nobody says, dog. That's cool. That's what's up because you know what? The reason why I say I blame myself, but don't because I could have still went to school in a way if I would have just stayed, you know, where I was. But then again, it is what it is, right? You know, I decided I want to run away and I didn't want to be at a placement all day. I feel like cause that's where I was. Like I didn't run away just to the streets, but I was hiding at all the different families' houses, bouncing around, bro. Like the old days. But thank God now I'm a lot better place now. But that's my whole point of thank you for being one of those not only youngsters, but artists that are promoting like, yeah, bro, get your education, dog. Because that there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand what these fools don't see. You know, it's funnier when these same vatos that be like, well, I got street credit. All right, well, go to the bank and go buy a car, and I want you to tell them you got street credit. See what they tell you. Yeah, I want to see you walk up to a real businessman, a real dude, be like, hey, fool, I got street credit. He gonna look at you and be like, security, get this crazy man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. What I'm trying to get at, dog, is when you doing what you gotta do, and school's part of that, which is a tool. Because mind you, I'm not saying because I hate to say it, get a degree because you have to do what you have to do to get further in life. But I also want you to understand, sadly, school, a lot of schools, unless you push yourself and again go find your own knowledge, whether that's going to other vocational schools, other getting your master, whether that's going to what's that, a trade school, whether it's just going to different levels to get more and more education, you can use it as a tool to be where you want to be in life. Because let's be real, basic school teaches you to be a worker, not a boss. But that's where you got to be smart, think outside the box, and know, hey, homie, I'm just playing the fool of the fool, the game of the game, getting my education, getting what I can out of this, and then going doing what I want to do. Because no duh, I ain't never used fractions at the grocery store. At least, I mean, I have, but I haven't. You get my whole point. Like, know your math, know your plus, and you got to know how to count. That's basic knowledge. I'm not saying don't have knowledge, but the whole point is, that's my point, is even if you don't feel like, oh, I'm not using this for that, you'll be surprised. Just get it. Stay in school is the moral of the story. So thank you for being one of those. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fools think that are they too cool for school type shit. So shout out Juero Lira. But I want to say real quick, boss, you got any questions for me before I get to these next questions?
No,
Or do you
I
want
don't
to
got
share
nothing.
anything or music?
Oh, make sure y'all go tap in with the two music, Teen Love and Certified Cheater, those two blowing up real good. But yeah,
Hey,
make sure to go
sure,
tap on
sure.
those.
Yeah, I want you to tell more about your music. Shout out Lily loves you up in here. But yeah, boss, tell them more about your music. Tell them about all your music real quick before I run into these next questions, because that's important, bro. They got to know what's going on, new features. Let's talk about tracks you just did other than those ones. Let's talk about it all, my boy.
Uh, uh, y'all probably know him or not, but he's a Texas rapper. He's like, you know, just an ordinary Texas rapper, We done a feature, and there's a music video coming soon. So yeah, tap in with that. And features, shit, I don't got much features. I got one, I got two different ones, but they're like upcoming barely. Like they haven't uploaded nothing. But yeah, I got some of those.
Yeah, my boy, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited for that. I want y'all to go run it up for him. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to go stream it. Is it on all platforms, or where can we find this? Just SoundCloud, YouTube? What's the deal?
Nah, it's on all platforms.
Simone. Hey, so y'all heard it. Run it up. Put your boy on your stories. Put him on your reels. Don't be bougie. Run it up for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, so what's the most challenging part of being a young rapper specifically? Because there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? When you're older, you have a lot more options and avenues.
Shit, nothing much. Respect to my OGs though. They fuck with my career. They fuck with my career and shit. You know, shout out to all the OGs. Lil Tank, Pod Production, all them. Because I'm the youngest. Pod member. So
Now,
I'm the
yeah, I'm about to
youngest.
say that. So you signed to Pod Productions, correct? That's why I wanted to double down and make sure you're signed with the homies. We're actually Spill Records. We're partnered up with Pod Productions. So technically, my boy, you know what I'm saying? We partnered up.
Yeah, I follow them. Yeah, shout out to all of them. Uh, what else? Young rapper. People doubt me a lot because I'm too young. That's one thing. People doubt me a lot.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? How do you feel about that?
Shit. It's all school. All young kids. Like, like they don't fuck with it. They say it's too, I don't know, weird and too old school and shit like that. Like, I'm like, okay, so, because here in Texas, all the, like, new rap and shit, they don't listen to Cali shit.
Nah,
They
they
don't listen
don't, my boy. Which is cool, shout out to my Dallas people. Matter of fact, shout Chops the father out of Hugh Stone. He's more like and even that's funny to say too. Like, he's more of a straight up MC lyricist, like boom bap. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say that. I'm not gonna put him in a box because he's done a lot more. And I know you can do it all as well. But I feel that's kind of my whole point. Like, people will be surprised, and even so, bro, that's good. Be different, do your style. Because me personally, homie, hey, I'd rather have 10, 20 different sounds, but still sound like myself than trying to sound like everybody and their mama, bro. Like, no offense to my people out there, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
yeah. Uh, just that. People are like, oh, just make, like, I don't know. I don't explain. Like, they just hit on me. School, you know, teachers be like, oh, if you keep doing this lifestyle, you're finna be in jail, in prison, or dead or something. I'm like, am I in jail right now? I'm making good ass grades. Like, that's all I gotta do. Be happy I'm making 100 in class. So yeah.
And I
I,
salute to you. And Lily loves you says, how old? And he said he's 15. And she said, bet it must be hard for people to hear about you because they not in your generation. Props for getting an interview since I'm listening to the podcast, been getting my playlist right. Big shout to you for supporting us. I see you on Instagram too as well. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, and that's what we do here at SR Broadcast. Like, I don't gotta fake the funk to nobody. Like, off camera, that's why anybody that knows now, like, at first I even just text, like, nah, like, I think it took me the second month to figure, like, nah, I'm gonna talk to these people. Like, I want to get to know these people, and even eventually I meet some of y'all that I've interviewed or will yet to. And my whole point is, I don't choose and pick. I can't repeat enough, and I'll say it like a broken record. We don't support snitches and we don't support chomos. We don't support the pedos. We don't support all the weirdos. Other than that, bro, I'll give you a chance. And like I want to make it clear, please shout to y'all people to come through because we don't just interview artists. We interview anything and everybody except for the morals that we have. You get me? Like literally, it sounds funny, but I can have a fool be like, hey, bro, I have a homie that makes knives, right? Hey, can that fool go and show you him making a knife? Hell yeah, bro. Or hey, my homie's a blacksmith. He makes knives and like just all sorts of stuff, homie. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. I can even have a fool, believe it or not, a fool would be like, hey, I'm a professional gamer. Or hey, is it cool? We just talk about like I have my channel of gaming. I have people that have card pages, right? You ever seen fools that be like, oh, I just have a card page to take pictures of cars.
Yeah.
Bring everybody, bro. Everybody has a voice, bro, and that's kind of why I want to give it, especially to the younger generation, because y'all need it more, bro. People do doubt y'all. People did doubt me when I was younger, and I'm only 25, but like it's still the fact of, bro. I'm not far off from when just a few, literally than 6, 7 years ago, I was still even when I was 18, down more. Fools with that a lot, you know, and there's ones that didn't. There's the ones that believed, you know. So keep pushing, my boy, and like I shout to Pod Productions for signing you, bro, because there's some solid dudes. I want to give them their flowers. Shout to our record label, Spill Records. And I want to make it clear it's not a negative thing. It's actually positive. We're partnered up, Spill Records and Pod Productions, but we're own it's each entities. Partnered up just means, you know, we have a business, and on a real note, they like family to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Blazing J, Stony, Lil Tang, all you guys, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really got to meet y'all fully yet, but we will. And they're solid people, bro. They held it down, they showed love, they showed respect, they got it down, and that's just what it was. So even soon, I don't know if you're gonna come. If you can, I know it's kind of hard with everything going on, bro, in your age. But October 18th in Denver, Colorado, bro, all the record labels that we're work with, we're having a business fest called the West Business Fest. We're gonna do a networking event, but have performances. If you hop in, you're part of Pothead Productions, so come through.
Yeah, I might tap in. Hey, you heard about the what's it called? The high note, whatever.
I know, yeah, I was there for part one.
Yeah, I might pop up like down there, probably.
Hell yeah, for part two. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Now, and if you want, like I said, y'all pop out with them. It's going to be on October 18th. Come through. Come through, my boy. So it says right here with homie Smokey HD. Okay.
Oh, hey, shout out to A3 Lil Joe though. That's the homie.
How
Hey,
about I
that's one
say,
of the people. Hey, yeah.
shout out to
Hey, that's one of the homies.
830 Lil Jojo. Now go ahead.
Who?
You
Wait, who?
said 830 Lil Joe?
Yeah, Lil Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet. So my next question for you, boss, is how does your family support you in your music?
Oh, they support me. My mom, she does, but like she says, it's kind of dangerous because like at the same time, like see, I'm not. People think I'm in a gang because the way I dress. No, I'm not in a gang. I'm just affiliated. I'm not in a gang. Like chill out. Like you know what I mean?
Or
But
even better, because I don't want the Hudas misinterpreting that for you. What you
hell yeah,
meant was you grew up around that lifestyle, but you don't gangbang type shit.
nah.
Because what I would hate for the Hudas to say is, oh, what, he's affiliated? They could take that the wrong way. So I'll go ahead and say, my boy just meant he grew up around that lifestyle, and a lot of people do. You know, it doesn't mean because people do it that you're doing it. I feel that
Yeah.
type shit. Now, yeah, bro. So let's talk about Pothead Productions, bro, and how all that. I know we talked about that in part one, but you know, let's catch people up with this at least in part two and talk about that, bro, and what your plans is with Pothead Productions.
Shit, hopefully get to see him soon. You know, make a couple music video because me and Lil Tank, made a song already, couple songs.
Yeah.
Meet
Tell us
them.
about those songs before you continue.
Like what you say?
Tell us about those songs before you continue.
You like that
Tank.
bag?
I said, tell
Wait,
us about those songs with Lil Tank.
Oh. One of our first ever songs was the Watch Your Freestyle, uh, which was which is us two. One of my first ever blown up videos where I got my name up a little bit, and that one's not the best, but like yeah, it's out there though. We got I don't remember I don't remember the old, not old, but like I don't remember. But like shout out to all
Okay.
of them. You know,
Now you good. I was gonna say, boss. You have anything you want to share that you feel like you want to share with the people? Because I know last time we spoke, you're like, man, bro, I want to go ahead and shout out some things to the people. I don't know if you remember. If you don't, that's fine. But is there anything you want to do or say before we head out? Because I'm not trying to jam out in a rush or nothing. But if you feel like you got everything out, or you have no more to say, what do you feel like you have on your chest, and what's next for you?
man, I don't got nothing. I'm just here for the questions. But shout out to Stoney, shout out to Blazer J, shout out to Lil Tang, shout out to Pop Production, shout out to Six, our broadcast, shout out to all the homies, everybody in the Pinta, for all of them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Spill Records.
Hell yeah, bro.
And
Hell yeah. And I shout to you, bro. Big shout to Smokey HD, Pie Productions, all that. Does anybody in the comments got some questions for your boy? Let's go ahead. Let's ask him a few more questions before we head out. But for now, man, go ahead and just talk about, let's just say anything other than projects that you got planned. Like what are some things you see other than meeting Piehead Productions that you want to do other than music videos, like shows, like what's top on your list that you feel like you got to do as a rapper? Like, cause see me, bro, I started off with just wanting to rap, record. Then I went to like, hey, bro, let me do some shows to try and throw my own show. And this is the first time I'm full in, all in, like hood, you know what I mean? Like shit's cracking, and I salute Pod Productions for part one, High Notes. They handled that shit like a boss, even with difficulties, and that showed me like, hey, bro, if homies could pull it off, I'm making excuses because for many years I was like, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it popping, we gonna get it going. I just want to say, what are your plans that you feel like you want to do, bro? Like, you any goal set for yourself? To like, man, I want to do this next.
Hell yeah, meet some rappers, meet some famous ass rappers. Uh, once again, meet Pod Production. You know, just meet all the homies. That we make music, like to Puppet 32, Leo to Sleep with It, Creeper, everybody down at the Texas. Uh, shout out to Devil Wolf Gang, Puppet, Puppet, Creep, all of them. Hopefully we get to see each other soon. And to be honest with you, shit, a show would be nice. Not gonna lie with you, a show would be hella nice.
You say
And
hell yeah.
And hit the studio, cause everything I just make out of fucking this. I just make everything on this. So.
Hey, you gotta start. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, my boy, you gotta start somewhere. Cause like, look, even though I got okay, I got my whole mic going on, right?
Yeah.
This is the end of the cord. Mic's over here. Point is that, bro, I'm still like, okay, the level I'm at, even though I can record vocals, there's fools that can mix. They got the software. They got I feel like there's a lot of things I gotta do still. But like, don't knock it ever. All the people do it because you're getting it done, my boy. I'm gonna tell you that. That's the first step with anything, is the fact that you're taking the initiative to be like, you know what? If I got this, homie, I'm gonna rap into this. Cause there's dudes that be like, nah, I'm gonna wait, and you're gonna be waiting forever. Sadly, I hate to say I'm not gonna put that as from a take responsibility. I was around somebody like that, like for majority of my life. I had a fool that was always like, "Oh, wait, homie," or "We're gonna do it like," or "Wait, fool, don't wait, get it done any way you can get it done." You know what I'm saying? Get that shit done because eventually, what you're working on, most importantly and mainly, is not just to get that song out there what people don't understand as a musician, a music artist. You have to practice like anything. Let's say you're trying to be a basketball player. Okay, they wonder why Kobe was so great. Well, because Kobe played with injuries. Kobe was in extra hours in the gym. Kobe did what he had to do to be a great, basketball player. Long live that man and his daughter.
Yeah.
My whole point is that you can't want to be a rapper and then be like, "Oh, I only rap sometimes. I only try to do it sometimes." Like, nah, you real life gotta handle business, bro. You real life gotta handle business. So I want to make that very clear for the young artists, older artists. It doesn't matter if you're doing that shit off of a phone. It doesn't matter if you're doing that shit off of a. I've even had like trust. I've heard the craziest things with people recorded on, and be lucky now it's a phone because back then fools used to have to do it on a tape recorder. All that, man, it was wild. So before we head out, I want to give you a salute. Shout out to your people. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for coming on. So make sure all my peoples go run it up. Listen to his music. Shell Pod Productions. Go run them up. Go check out all of their music. All the artists on Spill Records. Shout Underground TV. Cali Hood Media. SR Broadcast. We in the building. So for all the people that support us, shout y'all too. I'll say again, shout Lily Loves You, shout 830 Lil Joe, shout to Juero Lira, shout out to Official Lowe's, Madeline Noah, shout out Pomona Khalifas, what else? Angel Son, D Towers, Turbs, HCB Chemistry. Thank y'all. Thank you for tuning in and showing this young gentleman some love and respect as always. And keep going, bro. Keep pushing. So if you have anything left to say, we'll go ahead. We'll wrap it up. I'll let you do your thing. I'll let you post up, and I wish the best for you. And if you ever need anything to come on for here again, you want to chop it up, you want to tap in, let me know.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Like you said, appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. You feel me? Only 15, but I'm up next. Hey, trust. I'm up next.
100,
And
100.
yeah. I'm up
Hey,
next.
hey, show
And
them that love, bro. So, no, go ahead. My bad.
now go ahead.
Nah, you straight. Do your thing. Go ahead, boss.
Now I was just finna say shout out to Pod Production. Shout out to everybody. Everybody in the comments. Shout out to SR Broadcast for having me here. You know, shout out to everybody. If it wasn't for y'all, I don't know what I would have been doing. But shout out to all of y'all. But hell yeah, appreciate the love.
Always, my boy. Always. I want y'all to stay tuned. If you guys could do me a big favor again, I'm probably repeating myself, but we got to because I want to make it not every time do we just sit here and talk about stuff. We gotta tell you guys what we're really here for, which is you guys showing love, and then all it takes is a like, a follow, or subscribe. So run that up for him on everything: TikTok, Instagram, all that. If you want, bro, go in, press the three dots, go in comments, make sure it's not private chat, and type in all your information so I can put it on the screen so people can follow you. Or you guys can follow SR Broadcast on TikTok. Thank you guys if you already have. On Facebook, thank you guys you already have. And same with Instagram, same with Twitter, same with Snapchat. Even I just haven't been on Snapchat because I don't really use it because I don't really know what it is. I haven't been on there in years. Uh, Other than that, follow us, hit us up. All the information is always there. Subscribe to us right now. Like this video, like it up. It helps us all. So thank you, boss. I'm going to go ahead and let you stay blessed. My daughter's about to wake up. I ain't trying to cut it off early or nothing, but do your thing, bro. Thank you for you guys staying here the full hour. And just stay blessed and careful out there, my boy. And don't let nothing discourage you, even the people that hate on you and tell you can't do it. Use that to not even prove to them. I even hate to say it. People need to stop saying, "Oh, prove it." Nah. If you prove to yourself who you are, and what you know and know yourself, bro, and believe in that. That's all the proving you need to do. You know, because as long as you're good in your mother's eyes and you're good in your family's eyes, you know, and they're righteous, because not everybody has righteous family, but you get my whole point is that you're doing you and being the best uh music artist you can be with the tools you have, homie, and not letting shit stop you. It's gonna create greatness, bro. So I salute you on your journey. If you need anything, marketing, all that, todo, you know the deal. I wanted to say this real quick before we leave. Anybody that we've interviewed with, like I said, for life. I don't know if you guys know, we do free live interviews, free story posts. We charge for a 30-day post, $10, $15 for a permanent post. But here's the thing: if you guys ever did an interview with us, you guys get one free permanent post for life. Once a day, each day for life. Hit us up. Thank all you guys. So do your thing, man. You guys head out. Appreciate y'all. Shout out Music Records. Oh dang, I think he signed out already. Hey, well, shout to y'all. Thank y'all.